Why we go for this type of Visual Force functionality? Look at this. My application is still classic application. I am not converting the application to Lightning. My application is a classic application. I am not converting the application to Lightning. But I want the look and feel of the Lightning. When I am not converting the application to Lightning, if I convert the application to Lightning, whatever the Lightning components are there, those components I can add it to the standard pages. Like what we have done, go to the object, edit page, edit object, add the component to the detail page, add the button on the detail page of the object. Like how we are done in the Lightning, we created components, added to the components to the Lightning page, detail page, home page. Like this we are adding. When you click on the tab, Lightning component will come, or add the component to the Lightning application. Whatever the components we are done, we can add this component to the Lightning application. But my application is not converted into Lightning. When my application is not converted into Lightning, in the classic we will not be able to add the Lightning component. Am I right? Now there is a reason the Lightning component, whatever is there. Why did you build the Lightning component? I want the look and feel of the Lightning. I want the functionality to run like Lightning, but still my application is a classic. When my application is a classic, whatever the component you have created, I will not be able to add this component to the existing page. There, I will go with this functionality. I will build a Visual Force page which can be opened or replaced in the classic. In the classic, I have a new button. When you click on the new button, custom page should open. What will be the custom page? VF page. So when I click on the new button, whatever the VF page is opening, that should be the form of Lightning. My application is still in the classic only. I don't want to migrate to Lightning, but when I open any one of the standard functionalities, my pages should open like a Lightning components, Lightning page. So look and feel should be Lightning. Look and feel should be Lightning. So let me take a quick example here. Let me take a quick example here. I have this standard functionality, new. When I click on the new, this page is opening. This page I want to replace with my Visual Force page. My application is not migrated to Lightning. My application is classic only. So what I can give, go to the account, so when I go to account, click on the new, the custom VF page is open. I don't want the page to be in this format. I want this page to open like a Lightning format. The look and feel should be like Lightning. I want this page. When I click on the button, my custom page is opening, but the look and feel of this page should be in the form of Lightning. The look and feel of this component should be in the form of Lightning. Then what will you do? Now I have not migrated this application to Lightning. It is still classic, but whatever the custom functionalities I am building, that should be opened in the form of Lightning. Now it is a classic application. If I want to override a new button, with what I will override? Not with the Lightning component. I will be overriding with the Visual Force page only. Because it's a classic application. In the classic application, any one of the standard buttons you have, any one of the standard pages you have, you want to override, you will be overriding with Visual Force only. But I am building a new functionality. These are the new functionalities what I am building. These are the new functionalities which I am building. When I am building a new functionality, the application should be classic, but I want the look and feel of the Lightning. In that case, this is the solution what I have given. Then build your components like a Lightning components. Include the components in the VF page. Then VF page will open the components like a Lightning look and feel. Are you getting my point? Now because it's a VF page, I can use this VF page in classic. Wherever I have a detail page, I can include this VF page in the detail page of a standard page. I can include this page to override a button. I can include this page to create a custom button on the standard pages. So buttons will be created like a classic only, but when you click on the button, whatever the VF page that we are getting, that VF page will be opening like a Lightning, and the functionality will run like a Lightning. Are you getting? So I don't want to migrate my application, but whatever the new functionalities I am building, they have to run with a Lightning. If you migrate the application to Lightning, it's okay. But already this application is running from years. I don't want to move to the Lightning, but I want to have the look and feel and advantage of Lightning. This is one of the concepts which we can use. So whatever I have done right now in the previous class, last examples you have done, they are the solution for this. I hope you got the story. You understood the purpose of it? Okay. Chalo. Now, so will you be doing one example? Okay. I'll design the requirement first. Let us try it out. Do you remember the data table concept? Okay. How to create the columns? Okay. First, let me show you the requirement clearly first. Once again, quickly show the data table for you. What we are going to display? Data fields. We have the label, field name, type. This will tell you the list of columns which you want to display. The data table what I have? Key field, data, columns. Key field, data, columns. This is the functionality what I want. Now, I want to create a component. I have a parent component. In the parent component, I have a child component here. So look at the point. Let us do the basic example. Name, phone, VF page with name, phone, industry, and I have a save button here. When I click on the save button, right, read the values of name, phone, industry. Okay. Invoke custom component. What is their custom component? It has an attribute called name, phone. It has an attribute called name, phone. This component is lightning component. This component is lightning component. Order is okay. Let's make it. Now, when I click on this, it is going to call a component with the name phone industry. Then it is going to call error handler. It's going to call error handler. This error handler will call Apex class. Apex class will insert the data. Apex class will insert the data. Apex class will insert the data. Now, can I set the value back to the Visualforce page? We can also set the value back to the Visualforce because JavaScript. Okay. Now look at this thing. Insert the data. So, what is the primary thing that we need to do in this case? First, let us start with Apex class. Create an Apex class which will take the parameters name, phone, industry. Create an Apex class, name, phone, industry, which to take the parameters name and phone, industry. Insert the data. Create an Apex class which will take the data name, phone, industry. Insert the account record and give the status success or error. Create an Apex class. I will also implement parallel along with you. Okay. First, create an Apex class. Create an Apex class. Create an Apex class which will phone industry. New account. Write the code. I will use multiple components in this example. Public static. Right. This is what I create. The first part of the story. Let us look at the second part of the story. Done. First part is done. People are busy in copying. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. The second one is this is a lightning component I want to create. I want to create this as a lightning component. This I want to create as a lightning component. Create one lightning component. Okay. First, look at the story, boss. Create an event. Create one event which will take name, phone, industry as parameters. Create one event. Create one lightning event which will take name, phone, industry. We'll be invoking all this from the Visualforce page. Okay. Create one lightning event which will take name, phone, industry. First, create an event. So, create an event. Which will take three parameters and pass, three attributes and pass. Raw attribute. Okay. Then create one lightning component in this structure, and this lightning component should register the event. This lightning component should register the event. VF create a lightning component which will take the value of name, phone, industry. Create a lightning component which will read the values of name, phone, industry, and it has got one button. This component register an event. When you click on the save, it will fire the event with the name, phone, industry as parameters. Create a component which will read the value of name, phone, industry. When we click on the save, it will fire an event with the params name, phone, industry.
So Satish, is that event a mandatory here, or like what you did document by get element ID, we can set the values?
The point here is I want to take a component within a component and I want to invoke the component in the Visualforce. Multiple components I am trying to demonstrate.
Okay.
That is the reason I have given two. Otherwise, one will do. So my example was to say invoking a multiple components from a single page. Okay. In the last example, we have done the same component handled, same component fired, same component handled. But I want to take these multiple components to demonstrate this example. What this component should do? Then I told this component also should register the event. Type C colon C dot. Come again, Amma? Attribute. So we have right on click. Right. So we are the body part. What else I can do? V dot 4. Then this component is firing the event. Component is firing the event. Where name, first read the value. Now we want to fire the event. Now my overall intention is to create an account and a contact. But the contact should be created for this account. My overall intention is to create an account with a contact. Now contact data I will take from VF, account data I will take from here. The contact should be created for this account. Okay. Then where event equal to component dot get event. Set params. Then event is fired. Okay. So this is one component. Now this component is a child of another component. Basically what this component is doing, after entering the data, if you click on the button, it is reading the value of name, phone, industry and firing the event with that parameters. Now I am trying to create parent component. If I have taken vice versa, it may be good, but we started with the account. If you take the vice versa, it will be good basically. Okay. Then this is going to handle the event. URA right. It's firing the, it's handling the event. Event action invoke then first where name equal to event dot get whatever the parameters are passed, those parameters I am reading here. In the event, what all the parameters are passed, those parameters I am reading. Then where action equal to component dot get c dot create account. Right. Can I call the helper here now? I can pass these parameters and ask them to use the helper, right? Action. It's the same. Okay, let me finish the first part. Action dot set what is the order I give? Name industry phone. Action dot set. Then what we are supposed to do? Where state equal to okay. Now I am passing here parent component, right? One more attribute I am passing. Result equal to if it is not equal to failed, then I have one more function here. After account is created successfully, that account ID I am passing. Now when should I call this method? If account creation was successful, then I have to call this method. Where component dot get then we are giving set params. Then what I was supposed to read. Now last name, first name, and ACC ID. Then we are giving again where ABC dot set contract created successfully. Else then right am I? So here within the parent component I am calling child component VF count. What does it mean? Child component fire an event, parent component will handle. Parent component is trying to insert an account. If account was inserted successfully, create the contact. Then where is the data about last name, first name, phone? Contact creation data is, where is the contact creation data? Contact creation data we can take from VF page, or we want to put it in the parent component, you can put it in. It's up to your choice. Now you want to take from the VF page. If you want to take the data from the VF page, what should I do? Go to the Lightning application. Then I have to give Yura Lightning out app, Yura. That parent component will call it. Now this parent component should be called from VF. Are you getting my point here? Right? So okay. So go to the VF page. You can apply your own styles there. Then last name, first name, then you're giving then what we are supposed to do, You have a button here. Writing dot use. What is the print component we have? F. Function. Then you are supposed to create lightning. Create component. You want to pass any parameters? Right now I am not passing any parameters. 1. Uploading the component where page form. Then we had then component dot set. This is how I have done. So look at the structure. We are invoking a component from the VF page. Last name, first name, your VF component is not included. Okay. Look at the structure, VF account tab. I think I gave on click, right? So okay. Go back to the VF page. I can say on load I can give, or else we can straight away remove this. Check out anywhere any semicolons are missing. Okay, let me cross check. App function. This is a close. Create a component. Parameter 1, parameter 2, Number 3, function, component, floor bracket, function. Okay. Right. Go back to the story. This error in the loading. Come again. On. This is spelling here. Okay. Right. This is how we got the story. Now I'm giving error in callback action. What was the callback action? Have page form CMP. I give component. Okay. Load this. Fine, boss. Now respond. Parent component VF account. Let me read the error message. 1 minute. Callback respond is not defined. Page has an error. You might refresh it. Error. Get callback respond is not defined. Callback failed. VF account. Okay. Let me go back here. VF
Okay.
account.
So in the account parent controller, the response is not spelled properly after callback. Account parent controller.
Okay.
Somewhere
11.
number 11. Yeah.
Response. Okay. So go back to the story again. Now it is firing an event. Go back to the accounts. Lightning. For the lightning, we have this. Look at the second record. Contact creation is not done properly. There is a failure with the contact creation. Why there is a failure? Right. Just write the. Go to the. Just check out this bug here. Result is not equal to failed. What was the Apex class here? Failed. Okay. What was the JavaScript? Not equal to failed. ABC component dot get create contact. Last name, first name, ACCID. Last name, first name, ACCID. Okay. Component dot get last name, component dot get first name. Then. So I just want to cross check whether last name and first name are coming properly or not. Because from the VF page we are setting the value. Okay. Then ACCID. Result we are getting. Okay. Call back. Okay. Let me cross check now. One more time. Then go to the console. Contact creation failed. Last name and first name values are not passed. The values of last name and first name are not passed. So what does it mean? So either there may be error in the VF page while passing the data. So this console.log or the values are passed. Let me go back and see. Now this last name and first name are not passed. If they are not passed, look at the data page form LNAME dot value. So again the same story is happening here. Now tell me what is the issue here? The issue here is this is loaded. When a new component is loaded, this is loaded. No, this is not with respect to this. The issue is we'll resolve the issue. Because this component is getting loaded by default. Okay, the issue will be resolved now. Right, Amma? Then KL Ravi, contact creation failed. Why contact creation failed? No, data is getting transferred here, but the contact creation is failed. Let me go and check whether any DML operations are failing here. Right, let me do one more time. Check the issue. The data is getting transferred to that operation, but DML is failing. We can cross check why the DML failed. Okay, so move back to the story again. Contact creation failed. First go back and see the data. The DML is getting failed here. Maybe the message format is wrong. You are able to see the record is created here. Okay, so then what may be the bug here? Here it may be bug. What was that? It is success. Here this value is a return value, because of which it is coming to else and printing. Record was created successfully, but instead of function I gave return value, so it was coming to else. Because it is throwing error message, we are looking at the output mirror. Now look at the record, account count. Right, boss? Basically we are trying to add on this, but I hope you are good with this. So we have taken components, events, Visualforce data all together as one example. Whatever you have done in the today from beginning to ending, all together one complete example we have done. I hope you are good with this. Right, Amma? Okay. Chalo. See you all in next session. Tomorrow at 8:30 we'll meet. 8:30 means 8:30 only.